right, y'all. Today is Friday, March 24th, 2023. I'm in a great mood, man, because it's Friday. And I only have one job lined up for today. So today was kind of weird. I have an appointment at 10 a.m. to get my hair cut. So it's kind of hard to work before 10. And with the area that I live is so much traffic. Like, traffic doesn't really die down till 9. So I didn't really have time to take any jobs before my haircut. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the haircut and then go do my job. So I got a job from GoShare last night. It should be on the screen. It came out at 1:30 in the morning. So obviously, you know, nobody got it because, you know, I turned my alerts off at night, so don't wake me up. So I got up at 6 in the morning so I can be with my kids, you know, before they go to school. And I just happened to look at my phone, and that order was still there. So anything $100 or more, I'm taking it. I don't care what it is. So I got that lined up. It's at 12 o'clock. GoShare been popping off this week. I ain't gonna lie, because normally, like, I only do probably 1, maybe 2 a week. I've been working for them all week. So as you can see on the screen, you know, this is how I normally did GoShare. You know, you see the dates, you know, it's every, you know, 3, 4, 5 days. But this week, it's been like consistent, like almost every day. I've been getting orders and multiple orders a day. So GoShare, man, y'all, they popping off out here. Maybe it was just this week though. But anyways, I also did a web seminar yesterday at 2 p.m. Central Time. I'm gonna talk about that toward the end of this video. Learned a lot from Dispatch, getting to speak from I think his name is Jimmy. Gave us a lot of good information about Dispatch, but I'll talk about that later. So let me go get my haircut. This is before, and hopefully it look better after. I'm losing my hair anyways, but I'll catch y'all once I'm done with this haircut. All right, y'all, I am at my stop for GoShare Living Spaces. I'm about 15 minutes early, going through the same thing, trying to get a hold of the helper, not answering the phone, trying to call the customer, they're not answering. You could pick up at 12, and the order's for 12:30, but you know, I'm here, I'm gonna pick up at 12, and I'm ready to go drop this thing off. I can't get a hold of nobody. So that's one of the things I do not like about GoShare. Everybody gotta be on the same page, but it's all good. Let me show you what I got though yesterday. So went to Home Depot and found this nice little piece of plywood on sale. They sold it to me for $30. I don't remember the exact dimensions of it, but it fits perfectly right between the wheel well. So I didn't secure it or nothing. It's pretty heavy. It's got some solid weight to it. I actually just tucked it under this little plastic piece right here. It goes to probably to about right there. So yeah, it's deep in there, so it's about right there. This should help with my pallets. Everything should slide in easily. I am looking at trying to get some E-tracks, but I don't know if I'll need them. So if this works fine, I'm gonna save my money on that. And I think some people were saying Harbor Freight is the place to go. I did find a Harbor Freight out here, so I'm gonna check that store out. But I'm happy, man. Just adding to my van is very exciting when you're adding pieces to your van to make your job a little easier. So all right, man, about to load up as soon as I get a hold of somebody and get this order done with. All right, man, right on time. My partner showed up, helped me load it up. Got a dresser. They're kind of small. It's probably for a kid's room or something. Got a queen bed set and 2 little nightstands in the back. So everything's pretty light. So everything's good, man. It's 12:30 right now. We're heading to the customer's house, so I should be done no later than 1:30. And I'll talk about that web seminar when I'm done. loaded, empty back there. It was real easy. It did have to go upstairs, but it was some light stuff. It's like a kid's bedroom set. No installation, nothing like that. Just drop off and roll out. So it took us about 5 minutes to unload. I'm hot and sweaty because it is humid as I don't know what out here. I think it's probably at least like high 80s, close to 90. So man, it's getting hot. But anyways, I'm about to head home and talk about that web seminar and end it up. All right, y'all, I'm all done for the day. I just want to show you this real quick. Hold on one second. All right, so this is my my gas tank. Let me turn this down. It's my gas tank. I'm at a full tank. I did fill up this morning, and I drove Living Spaces is about 13 miles from my house, and the customer lives 7 miles from Living Spaces. So 7-mile route made $109. I'm good with that for the day. Let me walk to the back of my van and I'm gonna talk about the webinar real quick. All right, y'all, so just real quick, so Dispatch has a webinar. It's 2 times a week, and it is not something you could just jump on. It's basically by invitation only, and the invitation is because you got in trouble, not really in trouble, but either your acceptance rate is extremely low, or you're constantly missing orders, like you're not showing up, stuff like that, or you're late all the time. So that's basically why you would be invited, and it's basically kind of like a retraining, but it also gives you an opportunity to ask questions. So it was led by a gentleman named Jimmy. It was actually pretty good. It lasted about 30-40 minutes, and basically most of it is just kind of retraining the training videos that you watch when you first signed up. They play that, and they kind of go over the new app, and then you're able to ask questions. So I didn't really ask all the questions I wanted to, but the most important one was about the being on time. That's the only thing that can affect your rating, your score, and whether you get deactivated or not. So that's another thing. If you ever got deactivated, you would have to go through that training to get reactivated. So I personally asked, for me, my situation is I do multiple gig apps, and Dispatch allows you to do that. And there's a lot of times where they have these time limits, a time to pick up, a time to drop off, and I may be on a different order with another app. So my question to them was, hey, am I going to get penalized for being late? Because some of these times I can't make. I don't want to decline the call just because I can't make it there, in 30 minutes or an hour. So basically, if you guys remember the old app, I personally like that one better. I don't have a screenshot of it, but it was the what's the word? The layout of the app was better than it is now. So the way you accept orders, the way it shows up on the map, whether it's expedite, standard, same day, like a ASAP order, you're able to see that exactly what it is. So now with this new app, apparently they still have that in place. So they still have ASAP orders, expedite, standard, same day, but it does not show up on our app like that. So it just gives you a time to pick up and a time to drop off. So it almost seems like every order you get is an ASAP order. So my understanding is they are currently about to release a new update on the app. He said it could be this week or by next week, and it's going to show those what type of order it is again. So it's going to show if it's ASAP, expedite, standard, whatever, all the different settings. So the one that I like is the ones where there's no rush. Now you just have to pick up by 2 p.m. and drop off by 4 p.m. It could be 9 in the morning, you can go get it, but I like those because you can stack those up. I can get 3 or 4 of those and just, have a schedule and work them one by one. That's what I prefer. But like I said, the app now doesn't show like that. It doesn't show you, like, you can't tell if it's an ASAP order or not, but the time will make it seem like it is. So that's something they are working on. And then it was very few people on this webinar. and some of the concerns. So like I said before, I hope that my channel does motivate people and inspire you, but definitely don't just go buy a van thinking that you're going to jump on these gig apps and you're going to be balling, because I'm not going to name anybody, but there's certain people in certain areas and cities and states where dispatch is there, but they're not getting no orders. There's one gentleman on there, been on the app for 2 weeks, hasn't got an order yet. So you definitely don't want to put yourself in that situation. And so that's something that, it's hit and miss with that. So definitely do your research. Very important to have multiple apps. And then there's another gentleman that had issues with, so I guess Sunrun, the solar company, is very popular. It's actually here in San Antonio as well, but I don't think they use dispatch. I wish they would though, because those guys are getting paid some good money. But actually, yeah, I saw them in Costco. Actually, they were advertising, and I'm about to hit those guys up like, hey man, y'all gotta get on dispatch, because they pay pretty good. But apparently they're one of the more pickier customers, and they have different standards than most of the customers that dispatch works with. So a lot of the drivers are having issues with being on time and picking up at a certain time, and they're getting penalized for it, and it's not their fault. So these are all things that the app is just not ready to handle. And Sunrun, the way they want things run doesn't really correlate with the way the app is run. So just know that they are working on it. The next update on the app should be better. It should be similar to the old way, which is the one I like. I wish they'd give you a choice, like, do you want to update it or you want to keep the one you have? But I guess it don't work like that. So anyways, I don't want to bore you to death, but I just want to let you know that the seminar is actually pretty good information. Anytime you need help, you want to email driver care support. And then they also have a sales department. They're the ones that's supposed to reach out to different businesses and try to build the market. You definitely can do it yourself. Is my light on? Turn it off. You could do it yourself. You can network if you'd like. Me personally, I mean, if I'm a network, I'm doing it for myself. But if you want to try to grow the market, you like dispatch, you can reach out to different companies and link them up with our sales. But you'll just send an email to the sales department for dispatch. But the driver care email is basically anytime you have issues, I would screenshot your issues or definitely document it and bring it up to them, because they're the ones that's gonna fix those problems. You don't want to be silent about anything, because they're not going to investigate. They're just going to deactivate your account. So if you're having issues like me, so let me tell you, the main reason I was invited was because they said that I had put arrived, and but on their map it was showing that I wasn't there, and so it makes it seem like I'm putting like I arrived before I actually did. So I was upset about it, because I actually was there. And I tested it out. I went to the same location that they claimed that I did that, and when I zoom in on the dispatch map, it shows you like a little circle, but then it'll show like a square for the place there, the pickup point. So on the map, when I get there, that circle does not touch the square. It's like a nice distance away, so it looks like I'm not there, but I am, because the actual business address is on the front side of the street, but the pickup is way in the back. So anyways, that's something, if you have an issue like that, I already handled it through email, but you definitely want to bring it up, because you don't want to get deactivated and it's not your fault. All right, so anyways, that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to bore y'all to death. My next video is going to be about it was by request, so it's going to be about investment and preparing for retirement, because that's very important in this business. So anyways, like I said, I don't want to bore y'all to death, man. It's been a long enough video. Y'all have a good weekend, and I will catch y'all on the next one.